Well, all right.
Then.
All right, then. Welcome back to the show. This is called...
Do you notice I'm wearing my Cub jacket? I love the way it's raining here. I feel bad for the tour, but I'm wearing a Cubs 2007 World Series champs. Do you know now I have 3 different patches I could choose from? I could do 2007, 2008, or 2016.
Who was the MVP of the 2007
I
World
believe
Series?
Honest Wagner. I don't know. Oh, maybe Chance to what's that? Remember that double play Chance to someone? I don't know who played. I do have a picture of him, the World Series champ. Anyway, with the rain, I do feel bad for the tourists. That's the only thing.
We'll talk all about that.
Okay.
Including a bunch of other stuff. Gene, we got a jam-packed show today. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Billy Joel's going to Milwaukee?
Unlike most shows where we're just going through the motions.
No. Yeah.
We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about.
Right.
So much fun stuff.
Yeah.
That the actual football game, we're going to push that to the end.
Okay, this is the most football I've watched all year.
Because and you saw some of the most boring games of the year. So,
I'm glad that New Orleans won, though. Aren't you?
This is I could care less about New Orleans.
I just wanted to check
but
with you to
the
see
fact
how you
is,
the
off-season NFL coaching moves
right.
are more interesting than the actual games. That's a sad that's a sad state. But Gene,
yes,
we're gonna start off with the show by the name. Stating
that's
the name.
That's always good. I think when you go to a marketing school or some sort of branding, they tell you mention the product.
Mention the name.
Yeah, or the product.
Yeah. So, well, Gene, you ever watch The Late Show with David Letterman?
I love that. Yes, I did.
They say the name of the show every single night. Yeah.
Letterman. Remember when he used to drop off watermelons off the roof? He did a lot of great stuff. And then I loved Fridays because he would go out in the neighborhood and just knock on people's doors and do stuff.
Well, I like the ones where he would, have, what's the guy, the deli guy? The Hello Deli guy? Rupert G. Yeah. You just have him work at like a McDonald's or whatever, or act crazy with the radio.
Which is really great because he uses the neighborhood. Jimmy Kimmel does it. Jimmy Kimmel's right on Hollywood Boulevard, and he uses the neighborhood a lot too.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact,
but Gene, they did a lot of that early on when he moved to CBS, but then in the later years, I think because it's a lot of work, I think David was like, why am I putting this much work into this crap?
Right.
And it's kind of sad, but remember? Well, I didn't watch the late night series when he was on NBC, but I guess he was like jumping on Velcro.
Oh, yeah,
and stuff like
that stuff. I remember that. Oh, yeah. Sure.
I mean, listen, I love David Letterman.
Yeah. But
near the end of that series, I mean, he was just telling stories about driving into work.
Yeah.
And that would be like the first 15 minutes of the show.
Right. Yeah.
Not exactly, cutting edge comedy.
So you haven't seen his new show then? Oh.
No, I haven't seen his interview show. No.
By the way, on breaking news, it happened on Thursday, so it's not really breaking. Snow White got arrested. Did you see that?
What, on Hollywood?
Those people in costumes on Hollywood Boulevard, Spider-Man, most of them are meth addicts, I believe, just trying to feed their habit. But Snow White, aggressive panhandling, and they showed the cops taking her away. They put her in a squad car and took her away.
Snow White needs to go skiing. She's the reason why she got the name Snow White.
Yeah.
Well, Gene, I was over by Hollywood the other day.
You were?
And the guy with the snake.
Oh, man, that guy.
He was walking around hustling.
I don't like that guy.
Hey, he's like, whose turn is it? Who wants to go next? Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And one guy was like, sorry, I don't have any cash. He's like, well, I accept the credit card also.
These guys are crazy.
Like, wow.
Yeah. They're so aggressive. And the worst ones are the ones with the CDs. And, man, they just put them in your hand.
Gene,
and as soon as you grab it, you own it.
When I first got here.
What? Did you do that?
I used to go running on, over Santa Monica, over by Venice and all that stuff. And all these guys are always like asking you to listen to the CD and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, that's good music. I was like, yeah, that's good music. He's like, yeah, man, if you like it, help me, support me, help me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I end up spending like $10. And by the way, he when I listened to the CD, he fast forwarded through all the bad songs. He only played the good songs.
Well, I'll tell you, they really, because there's a lot of Asian tourists on Hollywood Boulevard. They come in a pretty big group. So they hit them hard. And I feel bad for them because they don't know. And then they're asking them for money. But not good.
Yeah,
anyway.
$50 is a 20 upside down.
That's
2
right.
is a
Right.
5 upside down. Well, Gene, this is the Midwest.
It's not a story. It's not
Sports
Hollywood
show.
stories, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
What's that?
It's not just about Hollywood
No,
stories.
it's the Midwest Sports Show. And
okay.
we talk a lot about Los Angeles for being
Oh,
about the Midwest
shoot,
Sports
that's
Show,
fair.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
My name is Chris Stotts, and then that's Gene Steichen.
There we
Gene,
go.
you're wearing a coat, a silk coat,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. It is raining.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't
It
you
basically
feel-
rain all weekend.
I love it. I really do. But
And it's
I
gonna
feel
rain
bad
another
for
like
tourists.
3 days. Yeah, it's always. It seems like always in January. Last year was like the first week of January. It seems like it
Well,
rains for a week.
The thing is, it's that I feel bad for the homeowners who have mudslides and then the tourists who come spend their hard-earned vacation money. I
Yep,
saw a
it's raining.
family this morning, and gosh, they look miserable. They're waiting for a Starline tour bus to take them to people's houses, and it's just pouring down
Get the
rain.
one with the roof.
Yeah,
on the top.
exactly. Yeah, I'm wearing my Cubs jacket. Hey, I bought my ticket for the Cubs Red Sox spring training game.
Oh yes. How much was that?
You know the cheapest ticket for that game through the Cubs website was $50. Isn't that crazy? That's more than I pay for a regular season
Where was
game.
it? Is it in Arizona or something?
Yeah.
I mean, they're banking on these old ass Cubs fans, right?
Man.
Be on the
But
West
they
Coast.
jack up the prices because it's the Red Sox, but
Yeah,
that's crazy.
that's predatory, right?
I mean,
Talk about predatory lending.
and now $50. That means you can sit on the lawn out on the hill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does that include a trip to Joe Madden's hot tub?
Oh, see,
Party
yeah,
afterwards?
You were thinking we were on the
Yeah.
same page. Yeah, you were thinking.
Well,
that.
Gene, we got so much to talk about
Okay, go
this
ahead.
week. We're gonna get right back, right into it, right now. No more diversions.
Okay.
And Gene, a lot of NFL news.
Right.
A lot of hirings, a lot of signings, a lot of rumors, a lot of cuts, a lot of other stuff. Including a lot of Bears news, Gene.
Yeah, very happy. Except
a lot of Bears news.
Yeah.
Well, and we'll get to each thing. But
Okay.
first of all, of course, go back and listen to last week's show
Yeah.
where we got fresh, raw emotions from Gene Steichen post Bears
Well, I mean,
loss.
it's not terribly. I mean, it's not as bad as when the Cubs lose, but it was sad. Weren't you sad?
Yeah. I was beside myself.
And then Cody Parkey going on the.
Well, all right, so we'll get to that
Oh, okay.
in 1 second here.
I heard it.
But after on Monday, the Goose Island Beer Company
Oh, that was awesome. I watched a video. Did you see it?
wants to give football fans a chance to make an ill-fated field goal, 43-yard field goal.
Which isn't really.
And moreover, the Brewer is hoping to prove just how hard it can be to clear the uprights.
Right.
The Chicago-based brewery is inviting all the armchair kickers out there to try their hand or their foot.
Yeah.
I did not write this, Gene, as it were.
Okay.
I will not take
Right.
credit for that pun.
Okay.
At kicking a field goal. Yeah. So there you go. You had a Goose Island IPA, Gene?
I have not, but they had 100 contestants, and some of them were actual kickers. They kicked when they're younger and stuff.
It was also that's
You had to
correct.
be 21.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was snowing actually that day,
Yeah,
right?
it was awesome.
Yeah, and I'm sure you can look up a lot of the videos. It's
It
kind
was
of funny.
a dismal failure.
One guy got
for
one guy.
the
there's-
Urlacher guy.
No, there was one guy that off to the side. He was officiating it or whatever, just monitoring
yeah.
it, being a help. And this
Oh,
guy
when he got
the
hit,
guy kicked him
yeah.
straight, and it was like a 90. Oh, that was 90. It was like a 30-degree angle
Right.
to the left or something like that, and
Yeah.
straight into the testicles. So,
Wow.
did anyone actually make it, Gene?
No, one guy. I don't think anybody even made it to the goalpost. One guy was online, and the crowd got kind of excited, but then it turned out he was 10 yards short.
Well, it was it was kind of a strange setup. They literally had the crowd right in front of you.
Yeah, it was in front of the brewery.
with-
It's in front of a brewery.
with like a cage in
Yeah,
front of them.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you as a kicker, aren't you kind of freaking out? Like you don't want to kick these guys?
you only get one kick. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! So nobody really came close. There's a couple guys that, but no.
And were you allowed to have a couple Goose Island IPAs
Yeah,
before the kick?
They were gonna
before the
originally.
attempts?
The winner was gonna get Goose Island for a year, but the state of Illinois said you can't give away beer for a year. I don't know
What?
why.
What?
So
Some sort of religious thing?
Yeah, I don't know. They changed
By the way-
it to you can go to any NFL game you want, and they're gonna fly you there. Yep.
Oh, really? That's nice. By the way, these whatever free for a year things, like pizza free for a year,
Right.
read the fine print.
Why?
Because a lot of these pizza, it's like one medium pizza a week.
Oh.
Hey, excuse me, that's not pizza for a year.
Right.
Pizza for a year is whenever I want pizza, I get it.
You were in the business.
Is it 2019? I want a pizza, give it to me for free.
Yeah, you're in the business. Could you eat pizza every day for a year?
No, hell no. Well, not Domino's.
Why?
That shit's garbage. Yeah, I cannot eat like any of those. I used to work at a Papa John's.
Papa John's.
And
I've never had Papa John's.
Not that I would eat. I hate people that eat at work. I think it's actually really disgusting.
Right.
Not that I would actually eat at work, but like after working at one of those pizza chains. Not that, listen, it was clean and all that stuff, but that's just stuff.
Yeah.
Just fresh. Get some fresh stuff.
Yeah. So the Bears, nobody's going to replace Cody Parker.
And then also, Gene, by the way, since we're talking about Goose Island IPA, there's a place right next to La Crosse, Wisconsin called Goose Island.
Wow.
That I spent many summer night camping and fishing at. And I don't think Goose Island is anywhere near Chicago, Illinois. So I think you owe the people of La Crosse County some property taxes. I think.
Man, they got a lot of. They couldn't even imagine how much publicity they got. Goose Island.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody covered it, and
they didn't have to give away anything for free,
nothing.
Right?
They didn't have to give away anything.
They're probably charging people for beers.
I thought, because I thought someone could have made it, but the conditions weren't very good, and I don't know. Nobody made it. So.
All right. So that being in mind, a weird thing happened on Friday.
Oh, Vic?
On the Today Show.
Oh, Cody.
I'm not sure what segment. Was this the first segment or the last segment?
I don't know.
Whatever.
He was with the women, so it had to be in
the third one, right? The least important.
Yeah, maybe.
So he goes on to the Today Show.
Oh, my gosh.
To talk about his game-losing kick, doink, double doink.
Oh.
And the Chicago Brass. I don't think anyone is actually happy.
Well,
about this.
Matt Nagy met the press today, and it sounds like they were not happy about it at all.
Well, I have a quote.
Oh, you do?
From said Matt Nagy. We always talk about a we and not a me thing. Nagy said Monday during his joint press conference with GM Ryan Pace.
Right.
We win as a team.
Yeah.
And we lose as a team. By the way, do you think he said it this well? I don't think so. I'm really helping him out here. I'm reading this dramatically. It didn't necessarily think it was a we thing. Pace went on to add the team is actively looking into addressing the position, saying that position is an emphasis for us. So we understand that we need to get better. Don't they owe this guy like $6 million? 5.3?
They signed him to a 3-year, $9 million contract.
Jeez.
And they owe him next year guaranteed $3.5 million.
Ryan Pace signed his name to this contract?
Yeah, Ryan Pace picked him up. So they owe him $3.5 million next year. So you're gonna have to find a kicker for free, basically.
So, Gene, let's unpack this a little bit. So, have you ever, Norwood? Maybe I was a little bit too young for this.
Gosh.
Was Norwood on the Today Show?
I don't know.
After losing the Super Bowl?
I think he went into permanent hiding. Yeah.
Yeah. Sebastian Seabass?
Right. No.
He wasn't on the. Was he on Good Morning America?
No.
Maybe. I'm more of a CBS kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch all these shows, Gene.
Ray
Finkel.
Who's from
Pet Detective?
Yeah,
that was his football name, right?
Oh my gosh, great movie. Oh, also the guy from Minnesota who didn't miss a kick all year until the title game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the impetus?
I don't know.
Was it some producer at Today Show being like, "Hey, I love this guy's grace.
It's a cyber.
Let's bring him on."
It's a cyberbullying thing.
And then Cody Parker was like, "Hey, this is a great career move. I'm kind of tired of this football stuff. Too much pressure. Let me get in front of the camera."
Well, hey, listen, it's cyber. People, sports fans get mad. Yeah, that's the way it is. When you don't, you kind of mess up.
So he's blaming cyberbullying now?
Well, I think that's what the Today Show was. No, that was their angle. I think. Like, be nice. These guys are professional athletes. Take it. Yeah. That's part of the sports. Look at Bill Buckner, what he had to go through. Terrible. And I love Bill. I met Bill Buckner.
Was he on again?
Yeah.
Was he on Pete Rose? Or no, not Pete Rose. Charlie Rose. Was he on Charlie Rose after that game? Game 6?
I don't think so.
Right? All right, and then Gene, we're not done with the Bears yet.
Yeah, Vic.
Denver reached agreement with the Bears defensive coordinator Vic Fangio to become the Broncos' next head coach. It will be a 4-year deal plus a team option for a fifth per source.
I'm kind of surprised. It made sense when Gary Kubiak was staying, but Gary Kubiak didn't stay. So now I don't know.
Fangio is kind of an old guy, right?
He's 60.
We're talking about all these young guys, all these Sean McVay
right.
proteges, and John Elway.
Yeah.
Goes a little conservative. Let's stick with what won us the championship. Let's go for the defense.
Yeah,
He just needs a quarterback to, throw the ball. Tom Brady, maybe, going to the Broncos?
They need something like that. I mean, I don't know. Good luck to Vic, but it really hurts the Bears, I think. So, we'll see.
What do you think? They just not give enough money, or do you think Vic is like, let me be a head
he
coach?
wanted to be a head coach. This was his only chance. I'm surprised. This is, one chance he's going to have, so. Yep.
Vic, you're so close to winning a Super Bowl. You're just going to throw it all away?
Gosh, yeah. But if he didn't take this job, he would never.
Gene, it doesn't get any worse or better because
Pagano?
Guess who is the replacement?
I don't know. This one's
Chuck Pagano.
I know I don't know. I'm not. I like him a lot. I mean, he's very.
Has this guy done anything other than get cancer, Gene? And by the way, Bruce Arians was coaching the team that had that great season, right? With was Andrew Luck even playing? Was he
had some good years in Indy, but then and Bruce Arians took over and was coach of the year. He was defensive coordinator at Baltimore one year when they're good, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe they. I trust the Bears know what they're doing. I'll say that. Yeah, they know what they're doing. So.
All right.
But I'm somewhat
a little reserved.
Yeah.
A little reserved, right?
Yeah,
well,
we'll
see what's up. Well, I mean, Pagano. I mean, I hate to say it, he's kind of a drama queen, right? He's kind of a spotlight guy. I mean, is he going to go on the Today Show without Nagy's permission?
I don't think so.
And talk about his story.
I think, man, if you want any chance to stay at the Bears, you better stay off the Today Show. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So if I put a gun to your head and asked you, why do I have a gun to your head?
Yeah,
that's what I am
that's
asking.
Not good.
Does the Bear defense get better?
No,
or worse?
Probably. I don't see how they get. They were good this year.
Does Khalil Mack have more or less?
Maybe
sacks.
Okay, maybe they're. I don't know. They'll be better.
All right.
Yeah, I'll say they'll be better.
And then, all right, we're gonna move on to the Packers.
I didn't know anything about Matt LaFleur, but I'm in. I'm all in. I think he's great. They didn't ask for my vote as an owner. I'll get to vote in July.
You're good.
For all the but I like him, don't you?
Well, he's of course we broke the news.
Yeah.
Last week on Facebook.
He's a really good-looking guy too, isn't he?
A lot of these young. That's Sean McVay. I think he's just
Sean McVay
showing people how to groom. I think that's the trick.
Yeah, those guys are good-looking.
The haircuts.
Shanahan.
Nagy. I think Nagy is a good-looking guy, man. You don't think so?
No, he's good-looking guy.
He's got to go with the
He's
beard.
40 years old and he's bald. So.
All right. Well, Gene, now they're on being bald.
Well, okay.
All right. Well, Gene, speaking of Matt LaFleur, Packers head coach Matt LaFleur, he's trying to assemble his staff.
Yeah.
And he was denied permission to interview his younger brother, Mike LaFleur.
Wow.
The 49ers wide receiver passing game specialist. 49ers told Packers, Browns, and Vikings no on talking to Mike LaFleur.
Yeah.
I mean, too bad.
I don't think so. I think that was very mean on the Niners' part.
Let me ask you this, Gene. Do we need another Packer that can't talk to his family? Do we need that on the team?
I guess not. No, you're right. What was I thinking?
Also, what is, we're going to talk about Gary Kubiak here in a second, but this nepotism.
Yeah. And then
a little crazy, right?
And he didn't have any choice with Mike Penton, I don't think, did he? They just said he's staying. Like the Bears.
I think the GM was like, yeah.
Well, the Bears did that too with Matt Nagy. They said, Vic's going to be your defensive coordinator. And, yeah.
All right.
So. Well, I like him, though. He's a good-looking guy, and he has got a good smile.
He knows his way around a comb. Let's just say that.
Outside of that, he might be the best of the good-looking guys, isn't he?
Who knows? Well, Gene,
I don't know. As far as coaching, I have no idea. But I'm encouraged by that. I don't know.
How about the Browns hiring Freddie Kitchens?
That one, I'm not. I can't sign off on that.
He's the offensive coordinator for the Browns
for 5
last
games.
years. Yeah, was he? I don't know. Was he formerly the quarterbacks coach?
I don't know.
Jimmy Haslam introduced him at a press conference and praised Freddie Kitchens as a
remember
man.
or someone who was there, and then he got fired.
As a Hugh Jackson, right?
Yeah,
Kitchens,
but him and the offensive guy both got
I'm not sure.
shown the door.
Freddie Kitchens as a man. So Haslam again. Let me see. Jeez, that's way through. Okay, Jimmy Haslam, owner of the Browns,
right,
introduced Freddie Kitchens at a press conference, praised him as a man of integrity.
Nice.
With unquestioned leadership.
Well, I don't trust Jimmy Haslam. That's the problem.
If only Freddie Kitchens could say the same of Jimmy Haslam.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're exactly right.
Haslam got his fortune from scamming the government off gasoline subsidies or something like that.
Flying J. When you drive to Vegas, you'll see a bunch of them. I don't know this guy. I don't know. I hope he's good because I want the Browns to be good. They've suffered enough, but I don't know. I have no idea if he can coach.
Well, Browns fans that I've read on Twitter are happy because I guess he had a press conference today.
Yeah. And he wore a Browns hat. And he said if you don't like the Browns, there's something wrong with it. Something like that. Yeah.
It's the line in the sand right there.
Yeah.
All right. And then, Gene, since we're talking about the Browns, Mike McCarthy.
No offers, right?
Was interviewed on the Browns, and the Browns wanted to hire him as a head coach with the stipulation that Freddie Kitchens remain with the team as the offensive coordinator.
Wow.
And Mike McCarthy declined. And then at one point, Mike McCarthy was letting everyone know the Jets is the only position he would take. Well, the Jets didn't really offer him their position.
They didn't. That was surprising.
Yep. And,
I mean, I would take you.
Well, they took Adam Gase, which wow, he got fired from the Dolphins, right?
That one baffles me too. That one really does. I mean,
by the way, what is up with the AFC East with all these incestual coach relationships?
Yeah.
I mean, Rex Ryan. I mean, Adam Gase.
Yeah.
I mean, Pete Carroll, he'd been going back and forth. Then Belichick was supposed to be the coach for the Jets at one point, right?
He was coach for like a few hours.
Bill Parcells, he went to the Jets, the New England, the Giants, right?
Why do you think McCarthy would get? I don't know, Adam Gase. I mean, he really cashed in on. He coached Jay Cutler in Chicago, and he had a really good year. So he's been kind of riding off that. But
Packers defense, I think, was a little off that year.
If he gets fired from the Dolphins, I don't know. Maybe he's going to be good. I don't know.
So Mike McCarthy is sitting out this season, and his wife and kids started cheering at dinner when he told them.
But you sit out. You're a forgotten man. He's got to get on TV. Though.
Let's see who's cheering in August. All right.
I know.
When the kids are screaming and nothing, all the laundry's everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens then.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Mike will be like, yeah, he'll take the worst. By the way, what's the worst coaching position in the league right now? Do you think?
Oh wow. Probably. Probably Tampa Bay, but not Bruce Arians is there.
Yeah. And they got a good defense, right? I don't know.
Yeah, they're okay, but you got to deal with James.
And then, Gene, we're gonna go right to the Vikings.
Yeah.
There's a story about the Vikings in the Sports Illustrated. Basically, it was a man following the team for the season, and they're supposed to go to the Super Bowl. It didn't really happen, so it kind of turned into some other stuff. And a couple interesting anecdotes, including about GM Spielman.
Oh.
Follows the same routine before every Vikings home game.
Oh, does he?
And by tempering his anxiety and finding order in chaos, he wakes up at 5 a.m. He takes his dog for a walk, following the same route. He eats the same breakfast sandwich, fried egg, bacon, and peanut butter.
Wow.
On a wheat round.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fried egg and bacon on peanut butter. I don't think that stuff mixed.
Yeah, I don't know.
He shaves the left side of his face, then the right.
Wow.
But I don't think this is like that. I mean, because you're telling me you don't shave your face the same way every single time.
I must admit,
I'm not like, hey, let me mix it up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
This morning or whatever. Here we go. He puts his shoes and socks on before his pants.
Now that's where you might have to draw the line.
What are we? I mean, is this guy afraid of messing up his creases here?
I don't
or what's going on?
That one, that's a little.
By the way, how is he getting his shoes through his pants? I mean, either his pant legs are way too wide,
maybe
or he has tiny ass shoes.
I don't know. That one, I can't sign off on that one. Yeah.
Gene, I think that'd be my first question at the interview. How do you put your pants on?
Yeah.
Not one leg at a time. Shoes before the pants.
Oh, I see. I see what you've done.
There we go. He puts on he leaves his house at the same time so he can arrive at the stadium at 8. Follows the same route. Stops at the same gas station. Uses the same pump. And makes sure always to end his purchase on a 0.
Wow. Now I know some people.
Do you want a maniac? Being GM?
That one no.
Hey, how about you pick some good players? How about that?
That's a lot of OCD right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what. The people that they have to end on 0, that kind of stuff. That's disturbing.
Weird. All right, and then of course breaking news again. Gary Kubiak, Super Bowl winning coach of the Broncos. Has been hired as the Vikings assistant coach, offensive advisor.
Oh,
and his son has been hired as a QB coach.
Well, so not offensive. Is he offensive coordinator?
No, because that Jeff Stefanoff or whatever that QB guy.
So he's not.
Gene, how quick before his son is going to be the offensive coordinator? And that Stefanoff is going to be
that
fired.
was weird. What happened in Denver? Because it seemed like he was all set to take over, him and Vic, but Vic said no for some. I don't know what happened, but wow, yeah, good for the Vikings. Gary Kubiak's pretty bright, so.
Gene, this is gonna be chaos.
Oh,
this is gonna be chaos. Yeah, because Gary's gonna have Gary Kubiak guessing Zimmer. I think feels like he's over it. And by the way, the NFC North, we got Pagano, who's got cancer. We got Zimmer, who's got an eye problem, and we got Kubiak with the heart problem.
Right.
Not exactly healthy division, if you know what I mean.
Boy. Yeah. I didn't know you were gonna go that direction, but okay.
And then Gene, and we'll talk about the football games at the end of the show. We'll tease that, Gene. It's baseball. Trade season.
I don't know what happened with the Dodgers, but it sounds like a pretty good pickup for the Brewers. They're all in.
Of course, you're talking about Brewers signing Yasmani Grandal.
Right.
Now, when I first heard about this, I'm like, what?
Yeah, because he got benched by the Dodgers.
And he had a terrible NLCS
and
against the Brewers.
The crowd really turned on him.
Yeah, although I think he did have like a 2-run home run one game or something like that. But
yeah.
But apparently he's one of the best offensive catchers in the league and one of the best catchers.
That means the Brewers they're not messing around. But that could be really great.
He's almost $20 million, like 18.7. That's almost like That's only like a couple million less than Ryan Braun. That's kind of nuts. But yeah. All right. So there you go. So that's good. And then Gene, they announced that Billy Joel.
Is he gonna play Milwaukee?
He's coming to Miller Park.
Oh, that's great. I would see him.
Have you seen Billy Joel?
I saw him last summer at Wrigley Field. Oh yeah, I saw him last summer at Wrigley Field. Oh, it was so good. When's he going to be in Milwaukee?
He's playing all the baseball stadiums, right?
Yeah, he did Boston last year, and last year he did Red Sox and Cubs. He goes to Chicago every year. He does the Cubs every year.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Gene, I was home for Christmas, and I actually heard Billy Joel's Piano Man.
Oh, isn't it great?
And on the radio.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of, because I was in a car, and I was actually kind of listening to the lyrics, and he's talking about how a piano man.
Right.
Entertains all these working class people who just, are having a hard days of work or, fighting with a girl or, can't pay the bills or whatever. And they're just trying to, escape reality.
Right, right.
And the song's about, like, how important the piano man is.
See?
And how everyone needs and loves him. But they don't really think twice about him after they leave.
Right, right.
And I'm like, the song is just about himself.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
He's just singing about himself.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something nice.
For over 6 minutes.
Wait a second.
Piano Man is just about himself, how great he is.
That sounded like a big build-up for a compliment. And then what the hell?
Gene, compliments aren't funny, Gene.
Well, I know, but Billy Joel, and when he does Piano Man, it's an emotional.
All right, I hope all you people listen never hear that song the same. After
I'll tell you this: if I was in the Midwest, I would go see him in Milwaukee. Maybe I will be there. I don't know when he's gonna be there.
Billy, just don't mess up the field, okay? Right. Just all I can ask.
They put him at Wrigley. They put him on the outfield. Yep.
All right. And then, Gene, a lot of, not a lot of movement here. We got Manny Machado and Bryce Harper, the big free agents.
Right.
Not being picked. The Yankees are out of this. I mean, the Brewers.
No one's
talking about the Cubs at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep hoping.
People are talking about collusion.
Yeah,
That's
I keep hoping the Cubs will swoop in and get Bryce Harper, but maybe that will destroy the franchise. I don't know. I just still want him to go to the Cubs for.
Well, Gene, I mean, what's we're hearing all about this stuff. I mean, is this collusion and all? I mean, are the teams just smart not to give these huge $250 million contracts?
Well, I mean, the Cubs have been burned as bad as not as bad as Pujols, but
I mean, listen, I understand like it's really weird that these guys have not been picked up, but I mean, I don't think anyone deserves a $300 million contract, right? I mean,
no,
do we have to give those out?
No.
You know?
Maybe all the owners are sick of Scott Boras, so they're sticking it to him. But Manny Machado, he should. I don't know.
Why not like a 3-year $30 million? Or I'm sorry, 3-year $90 million or something like that. Why don't we do that?
Because they're going to be 30 when it's over, and they don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, right. They're going to pay these guys $30 million when they're like 34 years old.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's ridiculous.
Problem. No, that's a problem. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So of course, anyways, Chicago White Sox are talking about picking up Manny, but I mean, that's just going to destroy the franchise, right?
Yeah,
are they ever going to make the playoffs?
I don't get it. I know the White Sox. Yeah, because the White Sox are on the verge of being really good, I think, possibly.
Don't they have good pitching?
They have a lot of young guys, yeah, thanks to the Cubs.
I'll tell you what, package Manny with Ozzy, and I'll sign the contract. You guys share $300 million. You guys figure it out.
No, Ozzy.
You guys drink. Here's a bottle of tequila. You guys figure out your split.
Ozzy, see ya. Ozzy, his days are done. No, I don't know. I wouldn't want to play for the White Sox, though. No offense. Well, it is offensive. It's just not. You're really. It's like playing for the Clippers. Everyone likes the Lakers. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah. Well, Gene, if you get paid $30 million a year, you
don't
have to hustle.
Wouldn't go. No, I'd take $20 million and play for the Cubs.
It doesn't have to run.
Yeah.
All right, and Gene, I actually do have a Cubs story.
Oh, you do?
Somewhat related to the Cubs. This is a Cubs/NFL story.
I'm going to Cubs spring training and then opening day in Texas and then opening day in Chicago. How's that for a trifecta?
Oh, nice. All right.
And their opener in Milwaukee when they play there.
Okay. So according to Rick Stroud of the Tampa Bay Times, Madden and Arians met in Arizona.
Oh, right.
4 years ago when Arians was coach of the Cardinals and Madden was in spring training with the Cubs at their spring complex in Mesa, Arizona. Buccaneers GM Jason Licht introduced the pair then and got them together again at Madden's restaurant in Tampa last week. Nice. And what's not reported is the deal was struck when they turned up the hot tub to 11.
You're going to go there.
And they plied him with alcohol.
There's nothing wrong with a hot tub. I don't ever see myself owning one, but I don't even know the last time I was in one.
So there you go. So Tampa. So Jameis Winston is he gonna? I don't know. Does he play 10 games next year?
He doesn't. Bruce Arians has health problems too, and Jameis Winston's gonna amp that way up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He can. All right. By the way, is there anyone more different than Carson Palmer, the Jameis Winston?
No.
Polar opposite.
I wouldn't. Oh boy, he's so erratic. I wouldn't want to. But that's just me. Okay.
All right. Okay, and then, Gene, we're going to move over to hoops.
Bradley Center's gone.
The Bradley Center, the home court of the Milwaukee Bucks for many a year after the Mecca, was blown up today.
Wow, I saw that.
From a controlled demolition. They actually only blew up the iron roof or whatever, so it was not a complete demolition, also because the new stadium is literally across the street. They blew up the Bradley Center. Did they manage to throw in Glenn Robinson's contract in there?
That didn't work out too well, did it?
How about
speaking of bad contracts?
How about the trade of Dirk Nowitzki for a tractor trailer? How about that? Was
that them that did that?
I believe so, right? Didn't they? Take Dirk and then trade him for tractor trailer or something like that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the Bucks have made a lot of terrible. At
least they didn't trade away Luka Doncic. For Atlanta had him and they traded him to Dallas on the night of the draft. Wow, yeah, but that's not terrible. But hey, Bucks could win the title this year, definitely.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they blew it up before that because we gotta get rid of them. A lot of bad memories.
Yeah, I was never in their old stadium. I
went there once when the Celtics were. I think the Celtics played the Bucks one time when I was like
I've never been in there
in my 20s. Yeah. So.
But I'm rooting for the Bucks. It would be my favorite to win. I would love them to win. That would be really cool. So go Milwaukee.
All right, and Gene, we're gonna briefly touch college sports.
That son, paternal son, did he do something?
Does he? Is he? First of all, is he a coach somewhere, or is he just
He was wearing a Penn State jacket.
A carry-on booster guy?
Yeah, he must be. I don't think.
Well, Gene, yeah, I'll tell you what. He's not only is he the son of Joe Paterno,
right?
He's also a expert of Middle East. Foreign policy.
What did he say?
And cultural differences.
Right.
Well, Gene, apparently he took a trip to Saudi Arabia to get an inside look of how the culture is and how the people are treated.
Oh, I see.
Quote, he wrote into a Saudi-funded newspaper, "Well, I may have come believing it was a closed country, waiting to turn its back on the rest of the world. The opposite was true. In everyone we met, from routine interactions with ordinary people to bigger events, I found in the Saudi people a fierce pride of place in their home country. The Crown Prince's visit to a number of countries played a great role in highlighting the potential investment opportunities in the kingdom." Well, Jade, did you see a beheading? Was the guy who got beheaded? Did he have a lot of Saudi pride?
Is a direct. Yeah, you're reaching right out to.
Yeah. How about the women that are beaten in grocery stores for being outside alone without their husbands? How about that?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Lot of pride there.
Right.
Or inviting a journalist to your consulate and suffocating him.
Right.
And cutting up his body.
I see. Yep.
Great work. Great. Yeah. Just fantastic people.
Yeah. Good folks.
Fantastic people. Gene, what's going on? Is this more shocking than ignoring a pedophilia
I didn't know.
in your coaching staff?
Well, they're both way up there. So,
Jesus.
I'll leave this one to you.
Good God.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm sure they let him talk to every Saudi he could ever. I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like going to Stalinist Russia.
Right. Yeah.
This is like a Potemkin. This is like a Potemkin
North
village.
Korea, and they only show you.
The good people.
Or Cuba or whatever.
Yeah, the grocery store is full of produce.
Right.
God, this guy's so stupid. So this is the more that I think about this.
I like that you're passionate. I didn't really give a thing.
I just like shitting on Joe Paterno's family legacy.
You go. Yeah.
As if he hasn't shamed the family. Oh my God.
Right.
Good Lord. All right, and Gene, let's talk about these NFL playoff games.
I watched all of them. I'm all in. I think this is a great playoffs. I wish.
The games weren't that great.
No, I know
they're all kind of blowouts.
It's still exciting because it's wide open.
Yeah, there were moments of.
I just hope. Oh, please, Kansas City beat New England. Please, I would love to see.
Let's talk about Indy really just quick. We played Kansas City. Indianapolis had that great game last week.
Right.
Against the Texans. They looked really good. And did not look so good.
No.
In fact,
Kansas City, I was nervous. I'm sure their fans were really nervous, but boy, they were good. Well,
I'll tell you what, Patrick Mahomes, that guy, as much as it pains me to say this, he will be going down as the greatest quarterback of all time before, he'll be ahead of Aaron Rodgers because he can do everything Aaron Rodgers can do and more shit. And stuff. And by the way, he's only 22 years old.
If he wins the Super Bowl, he's going to be
he will win. He will win multiple Super Bowls.
Really?
I believe so, for sure.
Wouldn't you love Andy Reid to win? He's suffered enough.
That'd be great.
Yeah, he really has.
So,
and they have such great fans.
So it looked like a minute for a moment. Indianapolis might, because I think there was a fumble or maybe it was an interception or something like that. It looked like Indianapolis might be able to claw back. But Adam Vinatieri, Super Bowl hero. I think he's won like 3 Super Bowls.
He won one for New England. Yeah,
a couple, like the Rams, the Eagles, and then when they beat the Panthers.
And when they beat the Raiders in the.
And then then he beat the Bears as a Colt as well.
Could have been.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yep. Missed a field goal.
Yeah.
And actually missed 2 field goals in that game. So that
was a rough one.
Not good.
He's a Hall of Famer, but he's awesome. But man, this is so great. The people of Kansas City. What disturbed me the most today, though, was on StubHub they have over 10,000 tickets listed on StubHub.
What, for that game?
Yeah, for the New England game. Please, Kansas City, don't let New England get your tickets. Go to the game.
No.
I know it's going to be cold, but
New England fans not going to. Yeah, they're not going to go to KC to see it.
The Rams Saints. I mean, they're playing in a
degrees.
dome. Yeah, they're playing at noon. So that Kansas City is supposed to be an Arctic storm, and they kick off at what 5:40 in Kansas City.
God, that should be a great game. Should be a great game.
Yeah.
And then there's also a moment when Sammy Watkins fumbled and it looked like Indy might be able to climb back. And of course, if anyone's going to screw over, it's going to be Sammy Watkins, right? I mean, he's going to mess up. But yeah, so of course Indianapolis does. I'm sorry, lose. They do lose. And KC moves on. The Patriots resoundingly handle Los Angeles Chargers.
That was terrible.
So weird. The Chargers played 2 games at 10 a.m. here in LA for their playoff games. Kind of weird.
But they weren't very good. But boy, oh boy, Kansas City, just stay focused. Patrick Mahomes, maybe he's fearless, and he won't be scared of New England.
Yep.
Oh, please.
And then Cowboys lost to the Rams.
Yeah.
That
was okay. I mean, that was an okay
Rams
game.
were beatable, right? I mean, Cowboys could have beat them.
Now I'm so glad. One thing, okay. I'm glad the Saints are still in it. And I hope.
And then Eagles beat the Saints. Is your nephew Connor?
Upset? See, okay, I have to be careful in case he hears it. But I'm glad the Eagles are out, and I'm glad Alshon Jeffrey.
Well, yeah, there you go. A former Bear, who, by the way, I think was mocking the Bears last week, right?
Yeah,
saying he hated playing for the Bears.
Yeah, exactly. And
Alshon.
Oh, give it to him good.
Not so funny anymore, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you try kicking some field goals with Goose Island, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not good. Anyways, he tipped it, and they
it went right through his hands, and then Saints intercepted. Oh my God! Right through his hands, Saints intercepted, and then they finished out the clock.
All right, so the big games next week.
These are both really appealing
for the Champions Championship are Rams at Saints.
Yeah,
in New Orleans.
but Rams have a lot of fans. Not as many Saints are, but
I don't think that's so many fans.
No, I know, but that's a good matchup.
This would be a great game because they both have fairly good defenses and they have good offensive. It's going to be in a dome.
I think
no excuses.
I think Saints because Saints weren't very good against Philadelphia. They weren't.
I think Rams. I think Rams do it.
Oh no.
I think it's Rams Chiefs. I think that's the destiny.
Oh no!
I think it's and then of course I do think the Chiefs.
I think Saints they didn't play very well. I think this week they'll be great. Okay,
and then what do you think about Patriots Chiefs? What do you think?
Oh please, Kansas City play good.
It's got. I mean, I don't think you can. Patrick Mahomes, the guy's just.
But I don't think
he's Aaron Rodgers 2010. Remember when Aaron Rodgers was just?
Yeah, New England could win.
They already beat him, so.
Yeah, I just want Chiefs to win. Yeah. And then win the Super Bowl. I want Chiefs to win. I'm all like, hey, this is Midwest. Let's go Chiefs.
The one Midwest team.
Yeah.
And Rams are former Midwest.
And Chiefs, go to the game. Do not sell. It's not worth it selling your ticket so you get $300. Go to the game.
New England fans are not dumb enough to go to Kansas City and go to a game that's like going to be 15 miles, 15 degrees.
It might
and
be
pay $500.
They're gonna challenge for one of the coldest games ever, playoff game. So. Yeah, I'd sit out there. I don't care. That's how memories are built.
Yep, for sure. Well, all right, Gene.
Wow.
What a show.
Very good. Amazing.
So a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Again, we don't have to talk about sports. It's just the sports periphery.
Speaking of that, The Who is going back on tour. They're having a new album.
Oh yeah.
They're doing. Oh, and I'm going to be in Iowa.
Are they the whole members?
Yeah.
Pete Townsend? Is Pete Townsend?
Yeah. Pete Townsend, 73, and Roger Daltrey, 75. You know, I saw them on their farewell tour back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They're all deaf, right? They can hear?
Yeah, Pete Townsend, yeah. But they're going on tour with an orchestra for some reason.
Oh, yeah?
But they're playing the Hollywood Bowl 2 nights, but I'm not going to be here. All
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Gene, thanks so much.
Thank you
for being with us as always. Another week in the books.
And Sister Dawn who checked in there. Yeah, all my family, Mom. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for everything.
Only 2 more months of winter, kind of. Or basically.
Yeah. Well, just remember, all this rain in Los Angeles is going to be in the Midwest, probably in a day or two.
They're going to get hit hard.
Yeah, you guys are going to have like 5 days of snow, a lot of snow.
Yeah, and I'm counting down to my epic road trip in March.
We all are. We all are.
Geez.
All right. I'm going to put a counter on the screen.
Yeah.
All right. So for Gene Steichen, my name is Chris Stotts. It's been the Midwest Sports Show. Thanks for watching and listening. See you all next week.
Bye. Sister Dawn.